Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon. Very warm welcome to the participants, to jury members, to everyone watching. We are here at the AIM Startups Virtual Pitch Competition 2020 Estonian pre-finals. My name is Sander.
I'm Liisi.
We will be hosting today's event.
Yes, we are.
We are.
So on behalf of the co-organizers, Startup Estonia, we are really pleased to resume our partnership with the AIM and Minister of Economy of the United Arab Emirates in our journey to discover disruptive companies and competitive solutions within the Estonian startup ecosystem.
AIM, short for Annual Investment Meeting. It's the largest investment platform in the world. As an initiative by the United Arab Emirates Ministry of Economy, AIM has been promoting a healthier global economy by linking investment opportunities to fast-growing economies across the world in several key pillars: foreign direct investment, foreign portfolio investment, small and medium enterprise, future cities, a One Belt, One Road special event, and startups, which is going to be our focus today.
We are really excited to listen to each one of the 5 shortlisted applicants showcase their company's product and solutions as they compete for a chance to represent Estonia at the final AIM 2020 Global Startups Championships in Dubai later this year.
Yes.
So before we begin, allow me to first introduce the members of our jury panel for today's competition. And we have 3 amazing people joining us. So maybe would be a great place to just show yourself and say your name and what your kind of what you do, and then we can continue.
So yes, Marili.
Hello, my name is Marili. I'm representing here Startup Estonia, which is a governmental institution with the aim to enhance the startup ecosystem in Estonia. My special focus is on enhancing the cybersecurity startup ecosystem within Estonian startup ecosystem. Very happy to be here and see who are the players.
All right.
Maria, maybe?
Hi, everyone. My name is Maria, and I'm an investment analyst at Venture Souk. We are a venture capital firm based in Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates, with a global remit. So we have invested all across the world, and we're also industry agnostic. I'm very excited to see all the different companies today.
Thank you. Oliver.
Hello, I'm Oliver from the Estonian Investment Agency. And what we do is basically our aim is to bring as much foreign direct investment to Estonia as possible. And of course, one of the avenues of how to do it is to attract VC investments to Estonian startups as well. Yep.
Perfect.
Thank you.
All right. So thank you to all the jury members for carving out time from your busy schedule. And before we start with the presentations by startups, let us shortly recap the format and the rules of the pitching competition. So first, each startup will be given 5 minutes for pitching and 5 minutes for the Q&A session with the jury.
Yes, and timekeeping for the 5 minutes pitch will be managed via on-screen countdown timer. However, please take note that timekeeping for the 5 minutes Q&A session will be managed via the chat room by the organizing team, due to the platform only allowing 6 screens on stage at once.
Please don't post any messages to the chat room unless you're a jury member or part of the organizer team.
And fourthly, in order to ensure minimal disruption through the competition, keep yourself on mute at all times unless you are the speaker.
Perfect. And the scoring will take place after each Q&A session. And jury members will state done in the chat room once the scoring is complete.
And finally, the overall scores will be tallied up at the end of the competition, followed by an announcement of the overall winner and national champion during the closing segment of the competition.
Mm-hmm. And if any participants will have any technical difficulties, please refresh your web browser, log out, log back in again. Otherwise, please switch to another web browser. The webinar platform is supported by Google Chrome, Firefox, Safari, and Microsoft Edge. So should be all of them, right?
Yep.
Yep. So, all right, let's start the competition. So, first, who do we have first? First, our first contestant, we have Holt AI, and they will be represented by Anastasia.
All right, so Holt AI provides a B2B SaaS tool for AI analysis for the skincare brands. It facilitates R&D, builds skin analysis apps, and gets better client vision. Anastasia, over to you and good luck.
Yeah, hello everyone. Hello the participants and the jury and the ones who are watching this competition. My name is Anastasia Georgievska. I'm the CEO and co-founder of HowDI. So some of the motivation what we're actually doing in HowDI. So skincare is going digital as many of the businesses worldwide, and there is a growing demand in digitalization and personalization of multiple services, and skincare is not an exception. So while we are now influenced by a COVID situation and overall digital transformation, the possibility to have tools that allow you to analyze skin, build scientifically backed interaction with customers on e-commerce platform becomes an essential part for a strategy for global skincare and medical dermatology brands. So, and what we are doing in our company, we're providing companies with tools that help them build this scientifically backed, validated skin analysis to improve the loyalty and engagement with their customers. Our SaaS platform is utilizing advanced artificial intelligence and computer vision methods to help you as a brand track your customers' skin, understand what are the most relevant product recommendations, and even simulate the effect of the treatment. Our system is trained on more than 20 million high quality standardized images, which cover multiple age ranges and races to make sure that we have really diverse AI to enable the best quality of these experiences. So our platform comprises of several logical business blocks that help brands perform specific business function, starting from collection of the quality data to providing skin assessment, and then finally providing the most relevant product recommendation. In addition to our SaaS platform, we're also providing widget marketplace that you can easily integrate into your e-commerce platform at low attention cost. In addition to working the selfies, we're also providing software to CROs who use it to analyze lab quality images or images that are coming from embedded devices and consumer electronics. Just to summarize, our solution is scientifically backed. It's very simple and you can integrate it. It's not a lot of effort. And this really brings you value, as you can see your customers' retention growing and their engagement with your platform becoming more and more over time. I would also love to say that we have a brilliant team of engineers, machine learning engineers, business experts, and also biologists, and a community of dermatologists that help us make our platform really advanced and make sure that our algorithms make biological relevance and can bring the most of the value to customers. Thank you, and happy to answer all the questions.
All right, thank you so much. Now, jury, it's time for questions. We have 5 minutes for the Q&A, so take it away.
All right, thank you, Anastasia, for the presentation. I do have a couple of questions. First of all, can you please describe how far are you with your product development currently?
So our product is already leveraged by a number of brands in different markets, including European region, Asian region, and US. We're at the stage of the growth and want to go to the new markets, especially emerging cosmetics market like Brazil, Arab Emirates, and North America.
All right, so currently you are creating revenue, and your next step is, what are you heading?
So we're at the early revenue stage, and our biggest goal is release our solution for small medium businesses, as we believe that the technology we're building is becoming common practice for brands working in skincare or in nutrition and well-being, and we want to make it easily available for companies agnostic to their size.
All right. And currently you're not asking for money.
We would love to raise an investment round, but we're not in a rush with that. We are now mostly focused on our product development.
All right, all right. And when did you started to gather the data for your AI building?
So I would say that overall founders have about 5 years experience in digital skincare. We started in 2017. We organized Beauty AI, beauty competition judged by robots. So our data collection is actively happening since 2018, but we already conducted some initial research before that time.
I do have many more questions if the others don't ask now.
Actually, I have a question. So if I understand correctly, basically how the whole thing works is you analyze the photo. You don't use any physical equipment, right?
Yeah, so we are working solely with pictures. So our research is backed by a lot of biophysics research coming from the lab, where we learned how we can correlate their data acquired by dermoscans, confocal microscopy, and images. So now we only need a picture to conduct the analysis.
Okay, but then how does the picture quality affect the results?
This is a very good question. In fact, it affects a lot, and therefore we make sure that we can very accurately analyze the quality of the images, perform the data standardization, improvement of the quality. We use technologies like super resolution and live analysis of the image quality to ensure that we have high quality data as input and that our analysis is highly accurate.
Okay, and then moving on, how do you make money? What's the revenue model?
So we're providing access to our platform under subscription model. We charge for the access to the platform, and our main driver of revenue is the number of end users enabled to our system, and we're charging for the API calls.
Okay.
Maria, do you have any questions?
Yeah, actually, I was hoping you could talk a bit more about the competitive landscape. Who are your competitors and what's your edge over those?
So I would say, but if you go to App Store, you might find a lot of applications that provide some type of analysis, either for the face or for the skin pictures. However, I would say there are not that many credible players on the market that really provide highly accurate analysis. So in fact, there is one company in Europe, which is called Revive, and the company in US named Profit Corp. And also some of the companies who have their own proprietary technology, for example, Procter & Gamble, but don't use any vendors. So I would say that the market is huge, and skincare is huge, and it has great unmet demand. So I would say there is a place for several players on the market. However, we are really focused on everything about skin health. So we don't work with augmented reality or color cosmetics. And our core expertise is very accurately extracting multiple parameters and providing a user traction in your skincare journey. So this is what differentiates us from our competitors.
Okay, cool. And last question, maybe from feedback of your clients, what part of your offering is the most valuable, or the one that is like driving the largest growth?
So I would say that we are mostly valued for providing comprehensive skin report and then providing the most relevant products. So it means that you can either recommend more relevant products which will improve loyalty of customers because they're more satisfied with their selection. And in addition to that, they can explore very unmet skin demands which is in fact quite a big issue since regular customers are not expert in skin, and sometimes we just don't want to talk with anyone, so we can provide this feedback without the urge for people to interact in person with someone.
Perfect. Thank you.
Sorry, I have a follow-up question. So, for example, let's say a company like L'Oreal starts using your service. Then, okay, you analyze the skin, but then will your service only then recommend L'Oreal products, or how does that work? How do you integrate the customer into your offering?
Yeah, thank you for the question. Appreciate it. So in fact, we're a tool for companies and we're agnostic to brands. So usually a brand would love to recommend using the experience that they enabled on their website, only their products. However, if we're working with retailer, we're not limiting to a number of brands, and then a retailer will decide what brands they want to put into the recommendation, which is non-customized, and you can train it to recommend the products from the given range.
All right, so I think the time is up. Thank you so much, Anastasia and the jury members. So
thank you, everyone.
Actually now start scoring the company. Please drop a message to the chat room once you're done. And we have a little break.
Yep, thank you. All right. We're off. So next up, we have R8 Technologies, and representing them will be Imre.
Yes, and R8 Technologies takes your building technical management to the next generation by adding artificial intelligence on top of your existing automation system. Thank you, and Imre, Gustav, over to you, and good luck.
Thank you. So, hello. My name is Imre Gustav, and I am a team member of R8 Technologies. R8 Technologies is a PropTech company with a headquarters in Estonia. We all are faced with several global and business challenges. High energy consumption is one of these. Also, buildings account for 40% of energy-related CO2 emissions. So the only way to reduce CO2 emissions is to cut energy consumption. Actually, this is very easy. Just turn everything off and you are able to save even 100% of energy. But of course, also people would escape from you because it would lose all the indoor comfort that health has with. So the main question is how to save energy and increase indoor comfort at the same time. R8 Technologies has a solution for that. I hereby share our client experience with you. This is a modern office building in Estonia, built 2 years ago. It has an advanced automation system, almost 3,000 controllable heating, ventilating, and cooling components, and 50,000 data points. It is clear that no human operator can run this system the most optimal way, but R8 Technologies can. As a result, R8 Technologies was able to increase indoor comfort from 60% level to 90% level and save over 30% of total energy. Cutting over 200 tons of CO2 emission in 4 months is a remarkable number also. All this without any investment or additional hardware. And this is not the only case. Here, you can see a short list of some more satisfied clients. R8 Technologies is integrated to over 600,000 square meters of commercial buildings already, shopping malls, office buildings, and hotels. How we do it? The easiest way to explain it, our artificial intelligence is just more efficient than humans, but probably you would expect a bit more detailed explanation. For the first step, we integrate our software to the building automation system remotely, according to the highest IT security standards. It doesn't matter what brand of building automation system you have, we're able to connect it in a secure way. Our solution is a cloud-based software. We use the data of the building automation system to create valuable insights. Also, we use data to adjust settings to optimize comfort levels and energy usage. And this is the main difference from just analytics or visualization. By the way, during the first 4 months in the above-mentioned office building, R8 Digital Operator has made almost 680,000 adjustments in settings. Can you imagine? 680,000. And the most important, all decisions of Digital Operator are made according to 3 main key performance indicators: energy efficiency, indoor comfort, and building's technical condition. With that, we are able to make sure your heating, ventilating, and cooling system is running as it should be, at the most efficient way. It is also worth to mention that your building is secured even if there would happen a break in internet connection, server crash, or something similar. In this case, your building automation system takes the control over again, and everything is just like it was before R8 Technologies came, not so efficient. Always an interesting question is, where does the money come from? R8 Technologies earn from the value that we offer. If we cannot achieve value, no money for us, and goodbye. It is easy to remember about R8 Technologies' value. Remote setup without additional hardware, no obligation for a new user interface, offering results instead of monitoring or advisory, and results-oriented pricing with money-back guarantee. Our business model has been developed to get the best out of the building. After the integration, we just listen to a building for a month to check if the technical systems function well. After that, we know exactly what works fine and what are the shortages, and then we will run. We will launch our autopilot to optimize our energy usage and report the results we have achieved on a monthly basis. We always save you more money than we earn from you. For the end, I would like to say some words about R8 Technologies company also. We were born in Estonia 3 years ago, and we are active across Europe. At the same time, there are no geographical limitations for us. Also, now we're running a new €1 million investment round to fuel our global growth. Who are behind these numbers? There are 16 motivated talents in our team, including 4 founders of different experiences, skills, and knowledges. This is a strong base for our unique solution and company development. There is nothing to wait for. Take a chance to lower your real estate portfolio operational costs and increase your sustainability. Contact us now. Here, you can see our contact details. Don't miss the opportunity to be part of our R8 Technologies story. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Imre Gustav. That was a really efficient Efficient presentation, exactly 5 minutes. All right, and jury, now it's time for to ask questions.
Yeah, I can begin if I may.
Yes.
So yeah, first of all, again, you mentioned that how you make money is from the savings that you generate for your customers. So how exactly does that work? So I'm guessing, I might be wrong here, but I'm guessing, so basically you take a building, then you benchmark against what the building used to pay for the energy, and then how much you can save, and then you somehow split the difference, or exactly how does that work? So how do you calculate the difference, or how do you calculate the saving?
So the savings we calculate the way that yes, we take always a base year, for example, the last year's April compared to this year's April, and also we use a normalization methodology. It means that we remove weather impact by using degree days or cooling days. And the difference is savings. Of course, April was not very good sample at the moment because in April there was a COVID everywhere in the top, and so most of buildings were closed. So it means that actually in April, May, June, we offered our service for our clients free of charge at all. But in the normal times, yes, this is the way we work.
So then what about new buildings? If you can't benchmark against the previous year, for example?
For new buildings, we offer a fixed fee solution, but of course, it means that the new building owners should have kind of trust for the solution. And for the moment, I believe that our real estate portfolio is strong enough already to prove that our concept really works, that the savings we can achieve are really the numbers that we talk about. And also what is important, that if some client feels that we are not able to achieve any savings or anything else, then it's very easy to terminate our contracts. So there is not like a 1 or 2 or 3 years limitation. So if client would like to leave, then they can leave. I can tell you that no client has left us yet because we just know our service level is really high.
Okay, thanks. And I one more question, if I may. So again, I'm guessing here, not a building expert, but I'm guessing so that different buildings probably use different operating systems to operate their let's say lights and heating and so on. So your system, is it compatible with any kind of building management system, or do you have to customize it somehow? Or
so actually we add like additional layer to existing building automation systems, for example Siemens, Schneider, Johnson Controls, whatever, and we just take over the control over HVAC systems. So instead of human operators, our artificial intelligence will start making all the calculations, analytics, set point changes. And this is actually the way we increase efficiency.
And if I could just like follow up on that question, does that determine like the type of pipeline that you're targeting? Like, does that mean that like you prefer newer buildings because they have like better integrating system, or are you targeting actually the older buildings because that's like the larger chunk of the savings?
So for us, it's really so that as a more advanced the building is, the better results we can achieve. So older buildings, actually it doesn't matter if the building is old or new. For us, it's just important that the HVAC system, all components are connected to automation system, and the automation system should be advanced. So if the building doesn't have an automation system, then sorry, we just can't help. So we try to avoid this kind of buildings.
What is your possible market size in the sense? So how many buildings have the upgrade automating systems?
Yes, so according to our estimations in European Union cities, so we haven't made kind of global research, but if we speak about European Union cities, there are about 5 billion square meters of commercial buildings, and about 20%, or actually 1 billion square meters, could be our potential clients.
And do you see any threats in the landscape? You mentioned that you are actually taking over the control of Siemens systems and so on. Why doesn't Siemens develop their own systems if it is so effective?
Yes, it's a good question. So with Siemens and other PMS providers, actually, we have a very good cooperation. Why Siemens, for example, hasn't developed something similar like us? Very hard to say. First of all, Siemens is focused on hardware, and also their policy is a bit different. So they really use installation companies to sell their product. So for a very big ships, it's always hard to make kind of change in direction. I believe that in the future, they will also focus more and more to this kind of artificial intelligence stuff. And so let's see at this stage what will happen with companies like us. I believe that
the time, unfortunately, now is up for questions and answers.
But thank you for your feedback and questions, Jerry. And as it was with the first company, you may now begin scoring the company.
See you soon.
Yes.
No, okay.
Originally.
All right, and we are back. Let's move on to our third startup, Original My and Edilson.
Yes, Original My is a suite for e-governance with tools from digital ID to authentication of documents, enabling solutions to mitigate bureaucracy and fraud. So take it away, Edilson.
Hey, hello, thank you very much. I'll share my screen right now. Let me see. Here. Okay, I am Edilson. I'm CEO of Original My. And as said, Original My is a platform developing solutions for e-governance. And we use blockchain protocols and strong cryptography to enable tools to fight against bureaucracy and fraud. And we are developing tools since the digital identity to the notarization of documents. And we are providing access to justice, we're improving the democracy, and we are empowering people. The big problem, weak governance and lack of transparency costs money and a lot of opportunities. And even in Europe, they are spending in corruption and fraud. It costs a lot to EU. So we are delivering a SaaS solution through our web platform, mobile app, browser plugins, and APIs to authenticate everything on our infrastructure. So it's an horizontal infrastructure, and we are building tools on top of that infrastructure. We are developing, and our partners are developing as well. We are focusing on B2B, on B2B2C, and B2G right now. I will explain more after. And API integration and subscription to companies. So our platform, we have the next generation of digital identity. And a blockchain digital identity is the only one who can store assets. We have seamless authentication, we have control of personal data and proof of consent every time the user is delivering their personal data, signing documents, contracts, proof of authenticity for documents, email, web content, and blockchain-enabled e-voting systems. Some cases built on top of our tools. So Mudamos is a platform for collecting signatures on public petitions. They collected more than 400,000 signatures, and 2 bills were approved in Brazil already. They were awarded on Global Impact Challenge from google.org. We built the PacWeb, is a tool, a plugin for browsers for collecting, preserving evidence in case of defamation, bullying, fake news, misinformation, and others. And the big thing is it was approved on higher courts in Brazil as able to prove the authenticity, veracity, and existence of the contents on the internet. We built the Open Prescription. The Open Prescription was awarded as a top 10 e-governance solution in response to COVID-19. It's a platform for e-prescriptions, validating the identity of the doctor who prescribes, and the pharmacist is able to verify everything about the process. And the most important thing, we don't store documents. We developed HEL. It's a protocol for the first protocol for secretive voting on public blockchains. It's implemented over the Helios protocol with more than 12 million votes. And this solution is being considered right now by Brazilian government. And next November 15th, we'll do election. During the election in Brazil, we'll do a spare election over there, showing and testing the thing together with the government. We have a very skilled team, and I have a co-founder, and I am the first person in blockchain and cryptocurrencies in Brazil. I'm Brazilian. Yeah. And I have a very skilled team with marketing, designers, revenue, and customer success and development. I have very good mentors and advisors with us. We are inserted in a very big market, and digital identity will unlock a big market in a few years. And even for emerging economies, mainly for emerging economies, more than $1 trillion. We are growing, and we are growing fast. The first 3 months of this year, we surpassed the revenue of the previous year. We have a lot of good numbers, more than 400K signatures, more than 300 documents authenticated. We have bills approved. We have cases judged in higher courts in Brazil. So we are doing a lot of impact in that country. We were recognized by UN, listed as an official report as real blockchain use case doing social impact. We were recognized by EU as well as a trusted blockchain application. We are very awarded since the beginning. And we have an annual report, then you can find more information about us. So that's Original My. We are improving the democracy, we are empowering people, and we are promoting access to justice for us all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Edilson. And now, Jerry, take it away.
Hi, Edilson. Thank you for the presentation. Could you elaborate a bit on your business model and how much revenue have you created so far, and what is your plan for the time to be?
Yeah, so our business model is mainly we have two business models. One is a SaaS platform, the web platform. People are doing subscriptions over there. But the big thing, They are companies integrating to our APIs and doing a kind of white label. They are using the service and providing services to their customers. Like in Brazil, we have the biggest auction company. They are doing a white label of the whole Original My, because auctions, they can't be presential anymore. So they are digitizing all the process of auctions using our platform to provide the identity, the signatures, authentication of documents, and everything. So we have the both models. To us, is better having companies integrating through the APIs and paying a subscription using the APIs by volume of using the tools.
Okay, so basically companies, as for example, auctions are your customers, and whenever there is a transaction happening, then the company is paying for it.
Exactly, like insurance companies authenticating documents and contracts. Like we have a company authenticating more than 20,000 documents a month right now, and they are paying per transaction.
And
they have an amount, it's packages. They buy a package and based on volume of using.
And how much revenue are you creating currently, and what's the vision for?
Yeah, currently we are between 10 and 15K dollars, and we are doing some partnerships, and we are having we're almost closing big deals of more than $50,000 per month, but it's we are running with that deals. Like the state of Nevada, United States, they did a due diligence on our tools right now, and they are evaluating for building use cases on the state of Nevada over there. And we have big deals, and we are trying to grow organically on the SaaS platform, having companies, but if the deals are closed, then the thing will be better for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can continue. So yeah, thanks. But who are your competitors, and why is your service better, or how is it different?
Yeah, I have competitors in each vertical, like for digital identity, for digital signatures and authentication of documents, okay? But we have no competitors as a platform for e-governance with end-to-end tools, as infrastructure. As infrastructure, we have no competitors right now. And we have, like, for signing documents, we have DocuSign, the biggest in the world. For digital identity, we have competitors on countries who has the digital identity very evolved and integrated, but there's a lot of countries they don't have digital identity yet. Like Brazil, they sell the digital identity to people and companies. That's why we have a big space for growing over there. It's a country with 200 million people. So that's the potential market just in Brazil. And for that research on that reported on McKinsey, on 2030, it will unlock 13% of the GDP of Brazil will be on digital identity. I want to be there.
I can also ask, what's your fundraising history, and are you fundraising now?
Yeah, we are, but we had some angel investors. So we raised $200,000, $250,000 until now.
Yeah.
And yes, we are fundraising for sure. As always, as all startups, we are always fundraising.
Always fundraising. And what's the raise, and what's the use of funds?
The use of funds will be on marketing and translating the software to the country we want to go, because there's many cultural things we need to achieve, we need to approach in each country. So we are focused in Brazil. We are in El Salvador right now, going to US. We have a partnership in Ghana, and we are trying to handle all the countries and we will use the money to put the correct thing in each country we want to go.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Great pitch.
Any last questions, Jerry? One last question, maybe? No? Okay. Then we'll move on.
Yes.
Yes. So, Jerry, now it's a short break for you, not a break for you, break for us. Yeah. So now you can assess the companies. and we will see you in a few minutes.
Estonia has more than 1,000 startup companies and 4 unicorns in a country of 1.3 million people. With that, Estonia has the highest number of unicorns per capita in the world. We have got a startup company for every 1,000 person, and every 100 person is involved with startups. To boost the vibrant and welcoming community, we have more than 100 active startup support organizations. Startup Estonia is bringing all that together for Estonia to be the birthplace of many more startup success stories to come. Check out more from Startup Estonia's website. Estonia has more than 1,000 startup companies and 4 unicorns in a country of 1.3 million people. With that, Estonia has the highest number of unicorns per capita in the world. We have got a startup company for every 1,000 person, and every 100 person is involved with startups. To boost the vibrant and welcoming community, we have more than 100 active startup support organizations. Startup Estonia is bringing all that together for Estonia to be the birthplace of many more startup success stories to come. Check out more from Startup Estonia's website. Estonia has more than 1,000 startup companies and 4 unicorns in a country of 1.3 million people. With that, Estonia has the highest number of unicorns per capita in the world. We have got a startup company for every 1,000 person, and every 100 person is involved with startups. To boost the vibrant and welcoming community, we have more than 100 active startup support organizations. Startup Estonia is bringing all that together for Estonia to be the birthplace of many more startup success stories to come. Check out more from Startup Estonia's website.
All right, what a great video. So let's move on to our fourth startup. We have Allfort or Allfort, and we have Bert from there.
Yes, and Allfort is developing the most transparent and easy to use platform that enables to trade, spend, and deposit digital form of physical investment gold. So Bert, take it away.
Hello, my name is Bert and I'm the founder and CEO of Allfort, and we are building the next generation gold bank. Gold is the most secure currency in the world. It has been around for centuries. Gold is one of the best options for hedging against inflation, and gold has proven to be a safe, secure, and risk-free asset. But the problem is that for a retail customer or retail investor, owning physical gold bars can be expensive and troublesome, and it's difficult to buy, sell, and redeem digital form of physical gold in small quantities. Current solutions have complicated account opening, non-transparent processes, high and hidden service fees, and it's not possible to redeem smaller physical gold bars if desired. Allfort is building a solution that is combining gold with blockchain technology and e-commerce platform, and that combination is fully transparent and easy to use to everybody. And it gives a possibility to buy, sell, and redeem gold under the most flexible conditions on the market. Customer can trade his currency into gold and redeem it for a physical gold bar or exchange it to cryptocurrency, for instance, Bitcoin, and it's very comfortable. As said, this system is running on e-commerce platform, and we are the only company in the world who is selling digital gold through e-commerce platform, and it's fully transparent as said, and also the redemption possibility works through e-commerce platform. We are online fintech e-commerce platform that is using cost-effective affiliate program. We are also cooperating with various well-known cryptocurrency exchanges. Our main source of revenue is from buy, sell, and redemption fees, and additional income stream come from gold deposits, loans, and payments. Here are some examples of the partners we are considering in the near future. The timing is extremely good because the demand for gold is increasing greatly. For instance, demand for digital gold compared to last year's third quarter has risen almost 600%. That shows that we are on the right track. Deutsche Bank has even said that if the current trends continue, then there could be at least 200 million blockchain wallet users in 2030, and the demand for alternative currencies like gold to crypto can soar. We have also done the survey through our customers, and we have got the reply that our customers are ready to use this digital product solution. The total available market is more than $6 trillion. The serviceable available market is more than 1 billion, and the share of market will be around $10 million. First target markets will be Europe, from Europe, Germany, and Africa. For instance, Nigeria, we see a great potential there because there are lots of people who have mobile phones, but they don't have bank accounts. The competition is there. There are a few companies who are offering digital tokenized gold, but compared to them, Aufort is much more better because it's much easier to use. It uses e-commerce platform. The minimum service fees are much lower, and we also give the possibility to redeem gold with very small amounts. We have already track records. Last year's turnover was 120K. This year's estimated turnover is almost 500,000. Next year turnover will be 10 million, and so on. So we have plenty turnover to come. We have great achievements as well. We have more than 6 years of experience in the industry. We have direct contact with the gold refinery. We have all the necessary licenses, including virtual currency licenses. Our market cap is more than 1 million, and we also we were selected to Technical Startup Incubator Accelerator this year's autumn. We have very great and experienced team from various fields that are complied with our goals, and we really consider us to be professionals on the markets, and we have also very good advisors from different startups and also bigger companies who have scaled already internationally. The future is very clear and bright for us. This year we are going to make another capital raising. We are going to launch our product, digital product next year, and we are going to expand to Africa. And also we plan in upcoming years to expand to US and Asia and come up with new product solution as well. And we are building the ecosystem that we are starting with gold trading, then there will come gold payments and gold deposits and loans. We are currently raising 600K to finish our platform and token development and start expansion internationally. Here you can see later our product video. Thank you, and I'm open to questions.
All right. Thank you so much, Bertken. All right. And Jerry, the floor is yours for questions.
Hello, Bertken. Thank you for the presentation. You are active in a field where the competition is really, really high. So what's your secret sauce? Why do you believe that you will make it?
Thank you for the question. That's a very good question. And the best answer is that we are the only company in the world who is going to offer digital gold through e-commerce platform. As said, there are plenty of companies who are offering digital gold, but they are offering it through like quite complicated exchange solutions. Like as we can see, there are more and more retail investors and retail customers who are ready to buy different stocks, gold, and cryptocurrency, for instance, like for $500. But they are not, they don't have the experience and knowledge to use the platforms because they are quite complicated and they can't reach to it. So we are building extremely transparent and easy to use platform. This is basically like one-click solution. Everybody can use it. Even my grandma can use it, and that's the thing.
How profitable is your business currently with your 120,000 revenue last year?
This revenue comes only from Estonian market through selling physical investment gold. Mm-hmm. So Estonian market is quite small, only 1.3 million people, and selling physical gold bars here is not too profitable business. That's why we are also developing this digital product solution that helps us to scale and grow globally. And at the moment, we are like almost we have like zero profit. We are all this money that comes in, we are investing in further to grow and build this new product solution.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, I have a question. So you also mentioned that you deal with physical gold, but is there a relationship between the physical gold and the digital gold? And if so, what's the relationship between the two? And with regards to the digital gold, is it then somehow backed up with tangible assets, or how does that work?
Yeah, that's a good question. Our digital product solution is 100% tied and backed with physical gold. And how we do it is that we have a very good contract with a refinery that is producing the gold. So how we can minimize the costs is that we don't produce the gold at the time if the customers buys it digitally. Like most of the companies on the market today, they do this, that they are buying some big gold bar and they are storing it some vault. But we are minimizing the cost so that we don't produce it yet. The gold stays in the refinery. It's reserved for us and our customers. And if customer decides that he wants to have it physically, then he just pays for the gold bar production and shipping, depends on the location. Until that time, he doesn't have to have the cost of the production of the gold bar, so it's cheaper for the customer and it's more transparent as well. So it's not an ETF or it's not anything like a promise. It's 100 like physical product, but it's like in digital form, like built on a blockchain that is gives the transparency and trustworthiness for the customer as well.
Okay, so then how long does it take for the digital gold to be transformed into physical, if I decide to do so?
Okay, for instance, if you have bought like 1 gram gold digitally and you want to have it in a physical bar, you go to our platform, you just log in with your account. You choose from the shopping cart that you want to redeem 1 gram gold bar. You pay for the production and shipping, and if the price or if the money receives on our account today, then most probably we'll receive it tomorrow. Okay. Because we hold the gold bars in stock also.
Yeah, Maria, do you have any questions?
Quick 30-second question. Yeah. I understand that when you're operating in Germany, like that's fine, that then you can operate in the EU, but what are like more or less high level steps to enter like any of the African markets that you're planning to? Yeah.
Yes. So there are different options. The first thing is that for the advanced users, like cryptocurrency owners, we are going to cooperate with various cryptocurrency exchanges, so we can list our token on the platforms. We have already many pre-agreed agreements with some cryptocurrency platforms. So this is one thing. Another thing is that we are doing actively affiliate marketing. So we are cooperating with various online companies, and they can choose CPA or revenue share to promote our product, and they can earn from it. The third thing is that we have, for instance, for Africa, we have some ideas to collaborate with local telcos, because there are many people very actively using telco services and also transfer money through SMS service. You know, for us, it's like really interesting, and there's a question how it's possible, but this is like a common sense, and we see that telco companies can be really good partners for us.
All right. Thank you so much, Berkan.
Yes, thank you, Cherry, as well. And with that final presentation from Allfort, we now have come to the end of the pitching session for today's competition. Unfortunately, we don't have the 5th startup, so we now have to choose from 4. Allow us to take a quick break while our jury members and organizers tally up the final overall scores for the competition. And please stay tuned until the end of the event today.
All right. See you soon.
Startup in Estonia is a podcast covering issues relevant to startup founders both here in Estonia and around the world. In each episode, we're joined by really interesting and knowledgeable startup experts. They're going to share their advice for you based on their own experiences of what they did right and what they did wrong. We started in our first season by introducing our great Estonian startup ecosystem, but we're now covering issues relevant to entrepreneurs and startup founders everywhere. So listen to the Startup in Estonia podcast wherever you get your podcasts, and follow us on social media to stay updated. We're at Startup Estonia. Startup in Estonia is a podcast covering issues relevant to startup founders both here in Estonia and around the world. In each episode, we're joined by really interesting and knowledgeable startup experts. They're going to share their advice for you based on their own experiences of what they did right and what they did wrong. We started in our first season by introducing our great Estonian startup ecosystem, but we're now covering issues relevant to entrepreneurs and startup founders everywhere. So listen to the Startup in Estonia podcast wherever you get your podcasts, and follow us on social media to stay updated. We're at Startup Estonia.
All right, seems we still need a few minutes for the final vote to come in, so just stay put. We will get back in a minute or so.
Oh, wow, actually.
All right. We are excited.
Yes, welcome back.
So welcome back. Now we're on to our closing segment of the Estonian chapter of the AIM Startups Virtual Pitch Competition. Before we announce the winner, I have a small announcement from the organizers team. So I would like to mention another competition that is going on. It's called Global Technopreneur. And yes, we will have the slide as well. Yes, and it's for the startups that are not the winners for today. It's a second chance for you to be featured at the digital platform of the main event in 20 to 22nd of October. And it's a competition, it's designed by Microsoft for Startups. And the top 3 startups of the competition will be taken into the Microsoft for Startups program. And yes, that's it. So that's another opportunity we have for the 3 startups that did not win this competition today.
Yes, and let us now invite all the jury members back on stage for the announcement of the winner. And I actually wanted to ask Maria, Marili, and Oliver, how do you feel? Do you have any final thoughts or comments? How's today? Oliver, you can start.
Sorry, okay, that's better. So yeah, I had a very interesting time actually. Very interesting to follow all the pitches. I certainly had quite a lot of questions when I followed the pitches. So, but yeah, all of the questions got answered, and I'm very happy about that.
Thank you,
Maria.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed it. I think it was like a very diverse set of pitches, which was also good. Everyone was very aware of the trends and like also like riding the wave of like global and localized trends. So that was also super great to hear. And yeah, echoing Oliver's comment, like I think that everyone had like very complete answers and a very good overall idea of like the entire business. So congratulations, everyone.
amazing.
Marili?
From my side, so I did also enjoy the pitches, the ideas behind them, the strong teams and their will to change things and make an impact. So that was marvelous. I would love to have more time for the questions. That would be really nice. But I think that we managed with this one today. So.
Yes, and actually now for the much awaited moment, Sander, do you want to do the honors and announce the winner of AIM Startups Virtual Pitch Competition for Estonia?
Yes, so through this magical device, I found out that the winner for this competition will be Original Mai. All right.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Edison.
Yes.
Oh, I opened my mic. Thank you very much. Oh my God. Oh, my heart will explode right now. Oh my God.
All right,
Thank you very much. Oh,
that's great.
Amazing.
Great.
So do you know what happens now, Edison?
Yeah, almost. Come on, let me just, okay. Jury, thank you very much. Startup Estonia, thank you very much to everyone, and it's amazing. Oh my God. Okay.
And actually, just maybe add to some more things. We're really proud to have you to represent Estonia for the final AAM 2020 Global Startups Championship League. It's happening in online on the 20th to 22nd of October. With that in mind, thank you once again to all the jury members, contestants, members of the organizing team for being part of today's competition. And actually, Estonian Prime Minister will be also taking part of the the main event and doing a keynote, I think, there. So this is really cool. Do you want to say something?
Yeah, sure. So also from my side, on behalf of the co-organizers, Startup Estonia, we would like to express our gratitude and appreciation also for the AIM team and the United Arab Emirates Ministry of Economy for the opportunity to host this event. And as Liisi already said, the annual investment meeting the main event will be held fully online from 20 to 22nd of October. And you can follow more information about the event at aimcongress.com. And yeah, if you didn't know, we were also live on YouTube. So if you go to Annual Investment Meetings YouTube channel, you can find out today's, you can see today's session afterwards. And yes, do you have anything else?
That's kind of all from us.
All right. Thank you so much. And congratulations again to Edison and Original Mind.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.